Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message, it boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could use both. And if you're a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for, so go ahead and grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. As you can tell, it's Sunday, or as you may know, it's Sunday. It's the 29th of March. And I had to run over to my office to prep for the week, and that's all good, right? So we're gonna film from here because I don't have much to show, but it's all good. For those of you who know, Paul is holding steady. I have to get over there today with the kids, hopefully. Both kids actually have the day off, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time here at the office today because I want to get home and spend the day. The three of us being home on a weekend, or any day for that matter, where none of us are working, is pretty rare these days. It is what it is. So, I have a big week this week. We have lots of double days of hearings and whatnot. I went into the other office on Thursday, and my boss dumped like 6 cases on me. By the end of the day, that was 9. I am grateful. I tell you what, I feel very blessed. So, I've also been working a lot with Atlas. Atlas is the name of my chat GPT. As far as trying to find a balance in my system. Those of you who Zoom with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays will know that I have been falling asleep much earlier. Last night, and today, while I woke up, my hips are really bothering me. The ablation seems to have finally kicked in, but my hips, the burses, are definitely inflamed and whatnot. So we're in PT. We did start. As you all know, I feel like when you start PT, you get a little worse before you get better, and we're in that stage. So tons going on as always, and yeah. Those of you who also know, I said last week about my friend's daughter. She's holding her own right now, and that's all we can ask for, right? We are desperately trying to find some trials that may help her. So yeah, I can't. So last night we went to a fundraiser. This is the fundraiser to fund the big awareness event. Bella's friend is such a sweet guy. Oh my God. He's such a good guy. He's an old soul. He's so funny. He's like, I bought an anvil from 1902, and I'm like, whoa. I can't say anything because like I'm absolutely fascinated. I mean, he's such a good kid, and he just takes her in stride and just accepts her the way she is, and is just like, they're just so funny together. It cracks me up. So his sister, several years, well, it's been, I think, 4 years now, unalived herself. I think that's the way we can say that on the YouTube. And her greatest thing, though, was animals and animal rescues. And so each year the family puts on a big awareness for unaliving, and also for animal rescues and adoptions. And it's fantastic. And I love that they've turned something absolutely completely tragic into hopefully something that will bring joy. So it's called Tate's Joy, ironically Tate, because her name was Tatum. And so apparently the name Tate is becoming really special in my life and really powerful. Anyways, Christian is his name, and he is a blacksmith. That's his hobby. I know. What, 25-year-old guy? It works. Anyways, he was selling coffee scoops that he made. And I want to show you, we bought 3 of them. One of them is going to be a gift. Kevin took the other one, and then I have this one, and I wanted to show you it because I think it's absolutely fantastic. He made that. Is that not amazing? Like, I just love, I love everything about it. It's unique, it's special, I mean, it's just, it's imperfect, and yet it's perfect. And if that is not just the most metaphorical sentence ever, right? Like, it's perfect in its imperfection. But I absolutely love it, and I wanted to share that with you. So that is my biggest haul. He charged $15. I love it. I cannot wait to use it. So I got my market. So then, speaking of haul, I got my market order. So let's go through that. I actually didn't buy. I don't think I bought that much. Maybe I did. I don't know. The first one that caught my eye was Lucy Beam's Coffee Dreams. I love it. It will go perfectly with Coffee Quaker and a few other pieces that I have to stitch. We also got Heartstrings Sampler. Why does she have to have that name? It's not easy. It doesn't roll off my tongue. Heartstrings Sampleries Caffeinate, which says, I don't rise and shine, I caffeinate and hope for the best. Love it. Are you sensing a theme? You should. I also got the Quirky Quaker Anglerfish. It cracked me up. I have several Quirky Quakers. I need to just sit down and stitch all my Quirky Quakers. Of course, I picked up the Nashville cookbook. I have this one makes the third one I have. And I will admit, I have made absolutely zero of the recipes. So for those of us who, we talk about challenging each other to stitch our stuff that we buy. I think that we need to also challenge each other to make a recipe out of these things, right? Like, I think that's going to be my mission in next month, is to try at least one recipe out of one of these stitchy cookbooks. Who's with me? I think you all should be with me. Okay. We also, of course, got Beach Rules by Primrose Cottage. Yeah, that goes without saying. Like, duh. Like, I wouldn't have bought that. Of course I bought that. Okay. Then, I also got A Worthy Patriot by Plum Street Samplers. Plum Rose. I don't know where I got that name from. Whatever, I'm making up shit as I go along, apparently. Plum Street Samplers. I love this piece. It's so pretty. Yeah. I debated at first because I was like, A Worthy Patriot. But then when you look at the quotes and everything else, it absolutely, that is the only quote that's the only phrase that could go there. So and I know several of my friends also got this. Debbie actually bought it twice. Debbie, you crazy girl. So I will start this. She's a big girl. She's 191 by 280. She a big girl. That doesn't scare me. We'll just stitch it one stitch at a time, just like we do small things. I mean, it's not a big deal. So the only thing is she stitched Classic Colorworks. Love those. Like, I don't have a problem with Classic Colorworks. Gentle Art Threads. Don't mind those. I actually love Gentle Art Threads. Weeks Dye Works, really? Not so much. Not so much. So I don't know if I'm going to do a conversion or not of the Weeks Dye Works. It looks like there's like 4 Weeks Dye Works. I may just struggle through it, although one of them is Weeks Dye Works Grits, and it says 2 skeins suggested. And the other one is Red Rocks, and again, it's 2 skeins suggested. So, which means that there's a lot of that color. I don't know, what are y'all doing? And is there a sale? Like, am I missing the hashtag? I don't know. I don't really pay attention. Okay. So here's the other thing. I saw this on somebody's Facebook, Instagram, who knows? I saw it. And I fell in love with this little goober. And I had to find him. He is out of a magazine. So I paid for the magazine pages on eBay. But he's so cute. Let me take him out of there. He is so cute. His little jelly bean shoes crack me up. You know, for somebody who said before I don't really stitch patriotic, I guess I lied because I really do. And that's okay. I don't mind. I like, look, I'll stitch whatever. The other one that's in here is this one. And I kind of like that one too. I didn't at first. I was like, I just wanted him. I kind of like the other one too. So we'll see. It's not like it's getting stitched tomorrow. Again, the year 2050,000 of our Lord and Savior. That's my goal, to have things done. Okay, so that takes care of my haul. I know. It's exciting. Okay, so let's get into our stitching. Again, it's so funny. So we've been playing, so I haven't stitched much. I have been swamped. And I've been working on the house. And I've been working on my taxes so I can get the mortgage. And everything else. So, you know, it is what it is. So the first up is 13 Folds by Kira Lynn's Design. I'm stitching this on a piece of self-dyed Aida. If you want the directions, I will heavily share the directions. Your piece will turn out completely different than my piece because that's just the nature of dyeing fabric. Okay? So it is coffee, tea dyed, coffee dyed, tea dyed, then chai tea dyed because it's different. And then I bake it in the oven. Okay. So I started on the blue, obviously. Somewhere my stitches off, my count's off. So I'm trying to work through where am I off. So there's that. Because clearly, for those of you who don't know the design, I mean, realistically, once the blue part is done, there's not much left. So we're nearing the end. So what I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and fill in the stars. They're more diamonds on the design, but I'm going to fill in the diamonds or the stars. And that will obviously fix the blue. Well, not obviously. It should fix. It will tell me where I'm off on the blue. It is in my bag from Stephanie. I love this bag. It's so sweet. Stephanie stitched it and sent it to me. By the way, big news. Stephanie opened a Facebook page. And her Facebook page is... hang on, let me grab it. Crafty Chick Embroidery is Stephanie's page, and you'll see her page. Okay, I don't know. Can you see that? So go like her. Go like her Facebook page if you're on the Book of Faces. Um, I, um, I've been blessed that she has sent me several pieces, several things that I absolutely love and cannot love. Okay. Next up that I have been working on is Ask Not by the Rusted Eagle. The Rusting Eagle. This is what she's supposed to look like. I did a conversion from the Fancy Floss to DMC because back then my budget didn't allow for Fancy Floss. And that's fine. It doesn't have to, right? It's literally stitched on a piece of just funky oatmeal Aida from the now defunct Joann's. Which again is great, right? It's 14 count Aida. So when I am tired and my eyes are like crossed, 14 count Aida is amazing, right? Because the holes are nice and big or whatever. So it's also good when I'm in the car and the lighting's not always great. So we are just chunking along on, I finished this line, but I feel like in order to get to the next line and the spacing completely right, I have to have the outlines of the boxes. So I have been working on the outlines of the boxes. I'm still debating whether or not to put the buildings in. One of you guys commented that the buildings don't really add to the design, so but I feel like it will be lacking something if I don't have the buildings there, but I don't know. I feel like I could put something else there, but I don't know what. And one of my favorite mugs from Starbucks. Okay. The last thing I worked on was Quaker Flag by the Vivsters. I'm stitching this on Atomic Ranch fabrics in the color Sky. And I am officially on the last navy medallion or Quaker motif. So clearly I'm in my patriotic era. I did pull out to work on again my menorah by Satsuma Street. I didn't get stitches in it. I realized that what I really needed to do was to go and reprint the pattern so that I have the bigger version where it's maybe broken up into pages. Some of the symbols look very similar when they're that small. And when my eyes are a little buggy, not fun. So, for Survivor, I need to stitch on Pandemic. That's the last piece before Wednesday that I need to stitch on to stay up to tune. My bonus was to stitch on something like whatever era I'm in, because they referenced Taylor Swift. So clearly I'm in my patriotic era. I didn't plan that. I never would have thought that that's where I'd be, but that's where I'm at. So we're just chunking along. Today, after I leave the office, I'll go back home, and the kids and I are hopefully going to get a bunch of chores done around the house, and then we're going to have a nice dinner. We're going to go visit their dad, and who knows what else. It's low-key. Again, I have a ton of paperwork that I need to get done and whatnot, so we'll go from there. So with that, I'm going to let you go so I can get stuff I need to get done here done, and then head back to the house. So remember, you are smart, and you are beautiful. You are strong, and you are loved. You are needed, and you are wanted, and mostly, you matter. So with that, I'll send you all my love. Let me know if there's anything I can do, and we'll talk again later this week with the update on Survivor. So, bye, y'all.